Welcome back. It's time to go to the Indies. Going to start with Pro Wrestling Guerrilla from their Dia de los Dangerous show. Unfortunately, Austin Aries could not make the show. However, a suitable substitute came. We'll find out in a minute. Started off with a DDT4 qualifying round-robin series match. Saw the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, defeat Scorpio Sky and Ronin. Frankie Kazarian came back for one night only to Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. However, he lost to the Machine Gun, Carl Anderson. Los Luchas, Zocre, and Phoenix Star, your NWA World Tag Team Champions, defeated Hook Bomberry and TJ Perkins. In the first women's match in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla history, Candice LeRae defeated Daphne. However, after the match, Human Tornado rushed to the ring to brutalize LeRae after the match. She did take a bit of a beating, including an FU until the Necro Butcher came out with a chair, which led to their qualifying match, which was no disqualification, and the Human Tornado defeated the Necro Butcher. The Dynasty, Joey Ryan and Scott Lost defeated Incoherence, Delirious, and Hallow Wicked to retain the PWG Tag Team titles. And in the main event, the Human Tornado, the new PWG Heavyweight Champion, defeated Roderick Strong and Carl Anderson in the finals. Their next show is next Saturday. Actually, no, it's next Friday night, excuse me, with the Dynasty facing the Briscoes. Now it is time for King of Trios 2008. Now it's been broken down into brackets, so I'm going to read to you the brackets. Tonight, brackets A, B, C, and D will be contested. Bracket A has the Colony against the El Dorado team of Go, Nakazawa, and Shimizu. Las Chivas 2, 3, and 4 will face Shane Hagedorn, Alex Payne, and Red Titus. In bracket B, Kaiju Big Battles, C Amigos, Call Me Kevin, DW Cycloptopus III, and Unibuzu will face the Order of the Neo Solar Temple, Ultramantis, Black Hydra, and Crossbones, with the winning team to face Blackout later in the night. In bracket C, Team Egypt, Ophidian, Amasis, and the Mecha Mummy will face Mike Quackenbush, Shane Storm, and Skyda, and Brody Lee, Jimmy Olsen, and now a partner drawn at random will face Cheech, Cloudy, and KZ. And the Naptown Dragons, Drake Younger, Dustin Lee, and Scotty Vortex will face Team IPW UK, Martin Stone, Shaw Samuels, and Terry Frazier, with the winning team to face will face Inco Helios in that night. And no, they will not be facing my sister in the locker room after the show. Night 2, brackets E, F, G, and H. Team IWS, Player Uno, Stupefied, and El Generico face Team First Wrestling, Eric Cannon, Darren Corbin, and Ryan Cruz. And Los Luchadores de Mexico, Lince Dorado, and El Pantera and Incognito will face Los Ice Creams, and a partner to be chosen at random. Bracket F has Team Stranglehold, Tim Donch, Drew Gulak, and Andy Sumner against the Fabulous Three of Mitch Ryder, Larry Sweeney, and Shane Hawk, with the winning team to face Team WWF of Demolition and the One Man Gang. In bracket G, Sweet and Sour Incorporated, Tank Toll and Sarah Del Rey and Bobby Dempsey will face Fist of Icarus, Grant Akuma, and Chuck Taylor. And the Soul Touchers, Acid Jazz, Marche Rocket, and Willie Richardson will face Team BSE of Cobra Kai, Super Extremo, and La Sombra Canadianese. And in bracket H, the Southern Saints 2.0, Sean Reed, Marcus O'Neill, and Chris Styles will face Team Japan of Miyawaki, Susumu, and Kudo. The winning team will face Team Action Zone, Akua, and the Immortals in the second round. ECWA has action tomorrow night. Aiden Chambers defends the heavyweight gold against Mr. Scott Wright. Ownership of EWA on the line. Prince Nana against Freak Nasty. The Nigerian Nightmares, almost 850 pounds, will face the heavyweights. A three-way number one contenders match. Two of them. JJ the Crew Guy and Mike Reed, Glenn Osborne Omega, and Robert Shields and Tommy Trouble in one. And on the other one, the Valedictorians, Travis Blake at Chase Del Monte, and Brian Socia and Mozart Fontaine, with the two winning teams to face the Logan Brothers for the gold. And it's the Mid-Atlantic title ride. Ace Darling, Corey Blaze, Mike Tobin, Timothy Richards, and Alex Chance in the first one. And in the second one, Frederick of Hollywood, JJ Cruz, Jason Lay, the guy with red hair, and Kerman the German in the second one, with the two winners to face for the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight title. IWA Mid-South's first show of the year is also tomorrow night. It's the 500th show. Eddie Kingston defends the heavyweight gold against Too Cold Scorpio. Fans requested tag team match will have a mystery team now facing Vulgar Display of Power. Drake Younger, Roderick Strong, Michael Elgin, and Viking for the brand new Strong Style title. Jimmy Jacobs against Jack Thriller in an I Quit match. The Necro Butcher defends the deathmatch title against Danny Havoc. Toby Klein will face Davey Richards. The Iron Saints defend the tag gold against Blackout, Ricky Reyes, and Joker. Mickey Knuckles is now in the TLC open contract match. The Conflict of Interest is now a 5-team elimination match, the 5th team being Dysfunction and Troy Walters, and Ace Steel faces Dingo. AAW's 4th anniversary show is on March the 8th. The main event, Jerry Lynn, Josh Abercrombie, Austin Aries, and a mystery entry, which now will be determined by a 20-man battle royal for the heavyweight title. The North Star Express defend the tag gold against Zach Gowen and Crotch. The King of the Hill Battle Royal, of course, like I just said, the winner earns the last spot in the Final Four match. Ryan Boz faces Dan Lawrence in a Berwyn Street fight. And Eric Priest will face Keith Walker. Plus, Chandler McClure and Bryce Benjamin return to the ring after a lengthy absence. CZW has a show on March the 8th. It's Lights, Camera, CZW. A couple of new matches have been added to this card. Brain Damage defends the Iron Man title against Insane Lane. Danny Havoc must go through the ultra-violent gauntlet. One of the people he must meet is the Necro Butcher. The Naptown Dragons, Dustin Lee and Scotty Vortex defend the tag gold against Team Andrew. And Pinky Sanchez faces Spyro BKNY. Caged Fury 08 is also on the 8th. LAX, Homicide, and Hernandez defend the gold against Teddy Harding, Samoa Joe in the cage. Arcadia defends the New Jersey State title against the Grim Reaper. And the Heavy Hitters face the Blackout and the Return of Delirious. FIP, no matches have been signed for their March 22nd show, Unfinished Business 08 in Crystal River, Florida. And finally, UWA has a show in Toronto, Ontario, Canada on March the 28th. Right now, 2 matches are announced. Josh Prohibition defends the Canadian heavyweight title against Josh Abercrombie, and Claudio Castagnoli against Matt Cross. And that is a look at the indies for the week. Japan and the NWA are